Hello, folks. This story was sent to me by a subscriber and is intended for educational purposes only. Thank you for watching. 4 grams magic mushrooms. The day my toaster got philosophical. I'd been curious about magic mushrooms for a while, so when I finally got my hands on a solid 4 grams, I knew it was time to embark on a trip that was bound to be memorable. I was alone in my apartment, the lights dimmed just right, and my favorite tunes queued up. I ate the mushrooms, not expecting anything too wild, because I thought I was somewhat experienced with psychedelics. But boy, was I wrong. Around 30 minutes in, the carpet started to ripple like waves on a pond, but not in a gentle way. It looked like it was trying to communicate, sending subtle pulses through its fibers. I blinked, convinced my eyes were playing tricks, but the carpet seemed insistent. Suddenly, my toaster, yes, the humble kitchen appliance I'd never given a second thought, started glowing with a soft golden light. It wasn't just glowing, it seemed alive. Then it spoke. Not out loud, but somehow directly into my mind. Have you ever wondered why toast must be toasted? I sat frozen, thinking, did I just hear my toaster ask me a question? The toaster continued its silent sermon. Why is this the purpose I was given to brown bread? Is that all there is to existence? I couldn't tell if I was hallucinating, or if my kitchen had become the setting of an existential sitcom. I chuckled nervously and decided to play along. Well, maybe, I thought back at it. But maybe you're the hero of breakfast, the unsung savior of mornings. The toaster seemed to brighten, almost pleased with my answer. Then the kitchen transformed. The walls melted into forests made of chrome and toast crumbs, and the appliances gathered around like a philosophical coffee shop book club. The blender argued passionately about the nature of smoothies and identity, claiming that every blend was a metaphor for transformation and rebirth. The fridge, cold and reserved, muttered something about preserving memories and the inevitability of decay. I was stuck between amusement and awe. Had I really turned my kitchen into a TED Talk for household objects? Suddenly, the toaster grabbed my attention again. Tell me, it said, what is the meaning of your bread? Why do you seek to consume and destroy to create nourishment? I realized that the mushrooms were making me think about things I never had. The interconnectedness of destruction and creation. The paradox of consumption. Then the toast popped up, perfectly browned, and floated midair. It wasn't just toast anymore. It was a golden ticket, a portal. Shall we? The toaster seemed to ask. I reached out hesitantly and grabbed the toast. In that instant, I was transported into a realm where food ruled, and kitchen tools governed society. There were bread kingdoms, butter lakes, and jam rivers. The toaster was a wise elder, guiding me through this surreal culinary landscape. We rode on flying spatulas and debated the ethics of microwaving leftovers. The mushrooms weren't just altering my perception. They had created a full-blown narrative where the mundane became magical. In the middle of a syrupy forest, I encountered a wise old waffle who lectured me on the importance of patience and structure. Then a sarcastic pancake rolled by, cracking jokes about how flat life really is. Every bite of this imaginary breakfast world was filled with humor and bizarre wisdom. As the trip peaked, I was suddenly back in my kitchen, toast in hand, appliances silent and still. But something had changed in me. I looked at the toaster with newfound respect and whispered, Thanks for the lesson, buddy. The toast tasted like victory. And maybe a little bit of existential enlightenment. The next day, my friends laughed when I told them about my philosophical kitchen. But I knew the truth. Sometimes the weirdest trips teach you the most profound thing. And from now on, I'd never look at breakfast the same way again.